I'm AI actually.
Yeah.
I have a lot
You're
of
actually digitally.
Yeah, I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
my thought on AI is this. I think it's why can't robots do the stuff we don't want to do instead of the stuff we do want to do? And furthermore, like, it's not going to stop anyone from making art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
it doesn't discount the reason that you make art is because you're trying to convey a feeling that you have.
I'm going to talk about Andy Schall for a second.
Yeah.
It's when I hear his music, I'm like, you just wrote something that came out of my brain. And that's why it's so emotionally powerful to me. And I'm sure everybody in the world has an artist or artists that are like, this person is singing directly to me, which makes me feel like all these emotions that I have or these complicated feelings about like things or people or whatever. It's like to know that someone else is able to have similar feelings, put them into words, send them to my brain, and then make me feel like I'm not alone in those feelings. That's what art is. And no machine, even if they could write words that are just as powerful, you're taking away the community part of it, which is, and I think it's just music with a lot of things. You can make the argument with everything pretty much. It has been a little bit commodified, so some people are like, I listen to music to work out. I listen to music to have something on while I cook or clean. And I'm not going to say that they're any less into music than like someone else. But, I think that AI is trying to fill a niche that, my hope is that big tech will find that niche doesn't need to be filled and can't be filled by anyone but like a thinking, feeling person. Watch this be listened to in like 10 years and be like, that's the most bigoted thing I've ever heard.
This is my general feeling about it. It's like, if you've ever been in love and told someone that you love them and they love you back, no computer can generate that. And that's ultimately what we're doing. So if that experience can happen with the computer, then we're all fucked out of a job. Or there's no point in living.
There's just
but I'm certain that
very existential.
So that there are moments within the creative process, and I think the first moment that I personally started experiencing this was in the mastering phase. And people would say, well, I can just run it through this thing and it will master my record for me. Why would I pay you this money to master the record? And my feeling is, well, I'm the first listener. I'm the first person to emotionally respond to the music you've made and to convey that feeling I'm having to the broader audience of the world. And if you want to skip that process and have a computer do it, that's fine. You may get a technical similar result. But if you want to remove an emotional connection between a person and your music as a last phase of the creative process, I would almost rather do it for free for you at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't, but because it's just heartbreaking that we think that we can remove any part of the process to be replaced by a computer.
And then also, like, you're never going to get anything new. And things that are new came from a mistake. Like, distortion on an electric guitar amplifier came because someone's speaker cone broke and they had to fix it with tape. And it just drove the amp more than it should have, and they got distortion. And it's like, and so many things in history, not only with music, but with everything, has come from a happy accident. And if you're using a technology that only references things that have already been done, you're never going to stumble on anything new. And by the way, I'm not saying anything about AI in general. I think you hit it on the head when you said, like, what it should just be doing the things that we either don't want to do, or the things that would be truly beneficial that it can do quickly that you just can't do. Like,
why can't AI do my taxes?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it could very easily. Those are numbers. It's simple.
Yeah.
Why is it writing me a love song
Yeah.
or painting me a picture? That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I struggle with this. Let's just put it that way. Like, you know, I think that the music community is like specifically like, because we saw like AI come and make images and like it's
Mhm.
great and it looks really good and you don't necessarily need a graphic designer for certain things.
Yeah.
And music, yeah, I think just that it comes back down to the audience. Like it's kind of like that. If a tree falls in the woods and you're not there, it doesn't make a noise. It's
Mhm.
like if human beings don't exist and music is a thing, does it matter? Maybe at some point, like robots and AI will like be like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
And, like actually be able to feel it and whatever, but we're not
Mhm.
there.
I do think there are people who don't care if their music is made by people or not. But I also think that for the people that do care, it's going to make the market a lot more accessible because there's going to be, you know, a whole group of people who are like, well, again, I just listen to music while I'm in the car. Or I just listen to music while I cook or like whatever. So my automated Spotify DJ can do whatever. But then there are certain people who are like, this, you know, this part of our culture globally, I don't want to die. I want people to sing. I want people to like write. So I see them making an effort to look out and find people who are making new stuff and keep it alive.
People have asked, why would you build a recording studio now? It seems like recording studios are, you know, harder to make money in, and a lot of people make records in their homes. And it never crossed my mind not to. It's like people are, and this goes along with the AI thing. It's like people are always the musicians are always going to want to make a record,
Mhm.
and they're going to put everything they have into it. And some of that may be done at home, and that's great. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not going to stop anyone from making music or making paintings. And so, like Vincenzo was saying, it's like on the consumer end, this is the way I've always felt before AI. You can walk into Target or IKEA and you can buy a painting that there's hundreds of them, the exact same copy.
Yeah.
And you can hang it on your wall because it says nothing about you because you picked a piece of art that you know is safe because everyone else can buy it. But when you buy a painting from an artist that either you commissioned this piece or that you saw that spoke to you and you hang it on your wall, it's a very different experience through an interaction you have with that piece of art. So there's always going to be people that are going to buy prints from IKEA, and there's always going to be people that are going to buy a painting from a painter.
Yeah.
So the consumer that will consume, you know, mass-produced pop garbage or AI will always be there, and the people that will always consume art that speaks to them and music that speaks to them will always be there, and those artists will always want to make the art.
Yeah.
I've taken my music right now off of like streaming. I'm trying to think about like how I want to do this because I heard that like they're doing, you know, like they're promoting AI generated music. So I'm like, I don't want to be there. I also think the market just, you know, for all the gripes I have with capitalism, the market does react to the masses, and there's a mass of people who aren't for this. So the market will sprout something that is like, this is a streaming service or a distribution service or whatever for people to put up their music, and there's like none of that. No, like you know, generated content. So, you know, people
Yeah.
who then get in on that kind of, they'll find the people that care about that because they'll know to look in these places.
It would be really cool to have like a peer-to-peer, like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm hosting my music on this thing if you want to directly help me. Kind of like, you know.
Kind of like Bandcamp is
Yeah.
a little like that.
Bandcamp scares me though because it's like owned by Epic Games, and I'm like,
Oh,
when
didn't
did
know
that
that.
happen?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and that happened a while ago.
Yeah. We also don't
But-
need to plug Bandcamp.
Yo, no, I mean, but it would be kind of sick to be like, I'm an independent artist and I'm on this whatever, like some kind of like blockchain technology. We need that shit. I don't know. That's how I believe, but
Yeah.
it'd be cool because you know, there's that thing. I remember someone told me it's like, you know, if you have like 100 fans that are gonna pay you like $20 a month or something, you're like doing good, and that's
Yeah.
100 people.
Yeah.
So it's really about the super fans. It's not like you have to have everyone's attention captured to make money. And
Mhm.
maybe at the end of the day too, what you were saying, like artists are going to make the art because they want to make the art, and the people that want that niche thing want that because they just think it's cool. And like, it's not about the money. I just always think about like, you know,
Well, I didn't
how
say it
you
wasn't
make it
about the
sustainable.
money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I also think
we need it.
It is partially about the money, and yeah, it's hard to
It's
make money. In
complicated.
these.
We'll see what
It's very
happens. We got to invest in some good companies that are not gonna like
Yeah.
just steal.
That's
our
the
shit.
tough part.
Yeah, but we are at this weird inflection point. Like it really feels like on so many levels of society that like something needs to change.
Mhm.
And I'm not just trying to like be that guy talking, but it just feels like what are we gonna do? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just make the next record.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep making records.
That's what
dude.
we do.
That's a good.
We're trying to work it on the cultural side of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to do, change and revolution or
I
whatever.
think that it is not only important, but I think it is the most important thing is that we're making art.
Yeah.
I just think it is. And I don't care why you're making art. I don't care if it's because your parents are rich and you can. That makes no difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think it is what makes us human. It's what separates us. It is the natural state is creating.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, what's next? We just make another record.
Yeah.
To me, that's what's next. Is
Yeah.
we just, it's the best thing in the world. It's the most exciting thing in the world is something new has been created.
That's why I get up.
Yeah.
It's like,